I will make a man more precious than fine gold, even a man than the golden wedge of Ophir.
I will make a man more precious than fine gold, even a man than the golden wedge of Ophir. I will make a man, and it is the Israelite man. It's all about the Israelite man at this time, and in the future, and in the kingdom. It's not about the woman. The woman has to take a back, she has to get into the bus. It's all about the man. The Most High is working through the man. And what is fine gold? Gold is precious. It ain't talking about men in general. It's talking about the Israelite man, starting with the elect. It's our time. It's our time now. Israelite man's time that the Most High is going to raise us up to the beloved Son, Yahushua, and the elect. And it's not just being the Israelite man, it's being the Israelite man of the elect. So we're going to be precious like gold. We're going to be the superstars, man. I will make a man, an Israelite man, more precious than fine gold, even a man than the golden wedge of Ophir. We're going to be this. That's why we're going to have more women. We're going to have some of you are going to have 2,000 women. And you'll be able to deal with all of them. And every time you pop them, they're going to have children. You're going to have as your concubines. It's going to be a long line trying to get an Israelite man. 7 women shall take hold of one man. This is why this man wants to be us. But he's not us.
True power. True powers. We're going to know what it's like to feel power, true power coursing through your veins, man. We're going to be tapping into that infinite energy, man. Infinite energy, man. Something that Esau will never know. Here's looking at you, kid. The Evelyn Rothschild, you will never know what it is to feel true power.
I will make a man more precious than fine gold, even a man than the golden wedge of Ophir.
How about you, Shah? Rakata Yahweh Shah. Rakata Yahweh. Rakata Yahweh. Rakata Yahweh Shah.
All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I would like to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem, Kakwadash. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders of GMS, whom rule well, teach well, being great examples towards younger brothers. And peace and blessing, salutations to the hopeful elect out there pushing his word in truth and in sincerity across the 4 winds in the name of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, pushing to get up out of here. Shalom to the hopeful elect, the believers, the listeners, whom have came back to the obedience of the scriptures through faith in Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. All right, and what we're going to get into this morning, all right, through the spirit, all right, the power and the motivation of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, is we're going to get into the biblical understanding of Westernization, okay? Because we understand that Westernization is a thing, okay? People acknowledge Westernization, okay? But the masses don't acknowledge that it's spoken of in the scriptures, okay? And the people, the lineage of people behind westernizing the earth, okay, are the biblical Edomites, the wicked that the Bible speaks of, okay? So we're going to go into these things in the spirit, Lord will. All right, you brothers and you sisters are edified. Now, let's go here. Let's get the Bible. Let's go ahead and go to the blue letter. All right, to set it up. And then I got an article, okay, that I want to expound on in the spirit. Now, Okay, so this is the book of Job, chapter 9, verse 24. It said, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. Okay, and the hand is pretty much your authority. Okay, so the authority of the earth has been given into the hand of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? And when you look at, iconoclasm, okay, it shows you who is the wicked. See, the scriptures gives us the mysteries of what's going on in the earth. See, the Bible breaks down reality. Okay, the scriptures break down reality, and in the scripture, it gives you hints and clues about who's who. And by him painting himself as the Messiah, painting himself as the Most High, the prophets, okay, and even painting himself as all the different rulers, okay, of the earth, these different empires. He's covering the faces of the judges thereof, but mainly dealing with the Israelites, man, who are the true judges in the earth. Okay, so by him doing that, there was a token, all right, that he is the wicked that the Bible speaks of. All right. And then the Bible puts a name on the wicked. All right. When you go to Malachi 1, okay, the book of Malachi, chapter 1 and 3, it says, I hated Esau and laid his mountains and heritage waste for the dragons of the wilderness. Okay. So now it's putting a name on it. Esau, Edom. Okay. And when you go down, it says, where in Edom, okay, the biblical Edomites, which are so called white people today. All right. And how do we know? Because they're in power, which the Bible prophesied that these, all right, nation of people, this lineage of people will be in power before the ushering in of the eternal kingdom, all right, of Israel, man. The righteous eternal kingdom of Israel. Okay. It says, whereas Edom said, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. And this is when Esau was removed, all right, out of power. Okay, during what they call the Dark Ages. Okay, pagan Rome fell, and it was taken over by Jake. Would you have the Holy Roman Empire, the Byzantine Empire, okay, in which Esau was removed and he didn't have influence in the earth. Okay, he was sealed up, as we'll get. It said, thus said the Lord of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down, and they shall call them the border of wickedness, and the people against whom the Lord have indignation forever. So the Bible, all right, is linking Esau, Edom to the border of wickedness. Okay, wherever they go is wickedness, and brothers can get that in First Maccabees, how evil is multiplied in the earth. Okay, and we're all gonna link it up. Okay, because we're in a time now where we have to understand. Okay, when they talk about the beast, what is it speaking of? Because there's the big topic is the MOTB, the image of the beast. Well, we're going into these things, man. Okay, and Westernization links to the image of the beast, man. All right, gonna get it. All right, okay, it says the people against whom the Lord have indignation forever, and the scriptures say that the Lord will have war with Amalek, which is what the grandson of Esau. All right, which is shows you that what that's it's dealing with this same lineage. Okay, so the Lord will have war with this lineage from generation to generation. Okay, and we're in a time where now the Lord is finna wage war and righteousness against this lineage, man, who will be running this beast system. Okay, and they're gonna want people to take a MOTB, the device. Okay, so let's go from there. Let's get this in Revelation 20. If a brother can get that thing in First Maccabees, 1 around about 4 or 5. All right, dealing with Alexander, his generals. Okay, so you go from there. You get Revelation 20. Okay, It's Revelation 21. It says, and I saw an angel come down from heaven, having the key of the bottomless pit and a great chain in his hand. And remember, you know, Yahweh Shai has the authority to lead captivity captive. You know, he has the authority to put nations in and out, all right, of captivity. Okay. And it was time for Esau, Edom to go into captivity. And the Lord can work through, he can work through men on the earth to cause events to happen to put a nation in captivity. And when you go to in history, you go to Septimius Severus, all right, which that name goes into the cutter of seven. You know, he pretty much subdued. He spearheaded. He began the events in the earth that will lead, okay, Esau Edom to be pushed out of power, man. All right, pretty much supplanted by Jake. Okay, when you go into their history, Lord will, we probably there'd be something to do. Just go into the era of Septimius Severus. Do a history video on that, Lord will. And it says that he laid hold on the dragon, that old serpent, which is the devil and Satan, and bound him 1,000 years. And this is speaking of Esau Edom, man. Okay, that dragon is this pagan Roman Empire ran by Esau Edom, which they ran it in the spirit of what? The serpent. Okay? Witchcraft, deception, anti-Messiah philosophies, okay, which is the devil, the deceiver, and Satan, Shaitan, the adversary, and these all embodies the rulership of Esau Edom, man. He's averse against righteousness. He's a deceiver, a liar, okay, that old serpent, the witchcraft, he's the enchantments, all right, and that authority of that ancient pagan Roman Empire, man. Okay, and it says, and bound him 1,000 years. Yeah, he was pushed out of power, no influence in the earth, and cast him into the bottomless pit and shut him up and set a seal upon him. There was a seal, which means there's nothing he could do to put himself back into power. Okay, he had to wait until 1,000 years was fulfilled. It says that he should deceive the nation no more till the 1,000 years should be fulfilled. And after that, he must be loosed a little season. And we're within that little season when he has been loosed. Okay. And when he was loose, what did he do? What they call the Renaissance area, man. The Renaissance era. Okay. If a brother can put the definition of Renaissance, on comment board, Bible Shah. In Revelation 27 says, and when 1,000 years are expired, Satan shall be loosed out of his prison, and we're in the era where he's loosed. Okay, and what has he done? And shall go out to deceive, all right, the nations which are in the four quarters of the earth, which he's done that. Okay, this man has a great cloud of confusion in the earth. You see, well, pretty much, he's the hero. Here it is. He's the devil. Okay, the wicked that the Bible speaks of, but he has the earth thinking he's the hero. Okay, it said, which are in the four quarters of the earth, Gog and Magog, which is Russia, to gather them together to battle, the number whom the sand of the sea, because that's going to be the end of this man. All right, when you see, okay, America and Russia really, clash in war, that's it. Okay, there's Esau Edom's end, but he will go from deceiving the nations and it will lead up to a war with Russia. All right, but that's another topic. Now, let's get this. The Water Brothers. It's the brother Bayan Yashala. This first Maccabees 1:7 says, so Alexander, which was a Greek, and he was from the lineage of Amalek. All right, you can track his father. All right, Philip, okay, the second, the Macedonian. Okay, you can link it with Haman, okay, the Macedonian, which Haman came from the lineage of Agag, which was a king, all right, of the Amalekites. Okay, it says, so Alexander reigned 12 years and then died, and his servants bear rule everyone in his place. Okay. And after his death, they all put crowns upon themselves, so did their sons after them many years, and evils were multiplied in the earth. Okay, so you had Alexander the Greek, you know, he pretty much played a major part in the Hellenization, all right, of the East, man. Okay, he really pushed the Greek culture heavily, all right, in the earth, and his generals after him did the same thing. Okay, and so you had Antiochus Epiphanes, which came out of Seleucid, okay, line, all right, who really pushed Hellenization through force. Okay, it says, and after his death, they all put crowns upon themselves. So did their sons after them many years, and evils were multiplied in the earth. Okay, evils were multiplied in the earth, and Hellenization is the same thing as Westernization, man, and we're gonna prove it. Okay, so let's go here. Now I want to get this article, okay, from let me get this article, then we go back, we'll get the definition. Okay, we'll go forth. Now, this is an article from Wikipedia dealing with Westernization. Okay, so let's get that. All right, so when you go into Westernization, what is Westernization? Okay, it says Westernization, okay, or Europeanization. All right, because you go into the Europe, there's the 10 horns. Okay, America is the whore that rides. You see the beast. Okay, well Europe, so you get those 10 horns, man. And it says, or Occidentalization, all right, is a process whereby societies come under or adopt Western culture, okay, in areas such as industry, technology, science, education, politics, economics, lifestyle, law, norms, okay, the freakism that they have made normal, okay. It says mores, customs, traditions, values, mentality, okay, feminism. That's a mentality, man. That's a lifestyle. You see, um, free market, capitalism. That's economics, the dollar, okay, economics, politics, democracy, okay, education, okay. Esau has turned the earth out, okay, and the Bible said he would do so. It says mentally, perceptions, diet, clothing, okay. That's why you go to the middle of the Wahhabi desert and you'll see Ishmael in the Adidas outfit, man. Okay, the leaders of these different nations, suits and ties, they leave their ancient, attire and put those suits and ties on, man. Which is like the modern day toga. Okay, language, which to be a pilot, all right, you have to, speak, the English language. Okay, the writing system, the religions, okay, which Christianity is the biggest religion in the earth, and that was spread through Westernization, man. Their version of Christianity, man. Okay, which in their Christianity, they covered the faces of the judges thereof. Okay, it says, and philosophy. It says during um, colonialism, okay, colonialism, Slocky. It says is often involved the spread of what? Christianity. Okay, which that was spread through rape, murder. Okay, people were burnt alive for not accepting Christianity. Okay, But this is the Westernization. This is the same people. Okay, they just what the scriptures say. Even the angel, even Satan transform himself to an angel of light. If a brother can put that, okay, this man is the devil. Okay, it's from the brother in the Quam, Zephaniah 3:1. It says, "Woe to her, which is America, all right, that is filthy and polluted, to the oppressing city." And see, this pollution has spread out through the earth, and that's why America has to be cut off. Okay, America has to be cut off, man, because this pollution and this filth has spread throughout the earth. Okay, through Westernization, man. Okay, this is the image of the beast. Now, when you keep reading, it says Westernization has been a growing influence across the world in the last few centuries, with some thinkers assuming Westernization to be equivalent of modernization, a way of thought that is often debated. That's why you hear the term the modern woman. Well, it's a woman that's fully engulfed in Westernization, man. Okay, her perception, her lifestyle, what she considers norms, because Eve is all about, Eve is cool with the moles and all these different, go with Eve house and it's a goddamn stud answering the door, okay, and then it's a mo, all right, doing the goddamn TikTok challenge in the corner somewhere, man. Okay, why? Because she's fully engulfed into Western culture, man. You see the education. I got my PA, all about, bragging about these degrees with no wife or mother skills, but brag about their degrees, man. Okay, the modern woman is the is the Western, is a Westernized woman, man. Okay, which you just why you have Jake leaving the country, man. Okay, and you got Jake, that's heavily Westernized, that's into all these things and the philosophies and the ways and through, okay, but the Eve is like the spokesman of Westernization, man. Okay, it says a way of thought that is often debated. The overall process of Westernization is often two-sided, and the Western influence and interest themselves, all right, are joined with parts of the affected society at minimum to become a more Westernized society with the putative goal of attaining a Western life or some aspects of it, while Western societies are themselves affected by this process in interaction with non-Western groups. And it says, I'm gonna jump here. It says Westernization tracks its roots back to ancient Greece. You see that? Westernization tracks its roots back to ancient Greece. Okay? That's why you got in Numbers, or it says Amalek shall be the first of the nations. Okay? If a brother can get that in Numbers, where it says Amalek shall be the first of the nations. You probably can word search it like Numbers 24, 23 in there, you know. But go here. And one thing that, you know, Alexander did, you go to Alexander the Greek, he made it seem as like he was liberating, these nations from these tyrannical rulers. Same thing America does today. He demonized Saddam and you know, these different leaders, Gaddafi. Okay, he demonized them, and he comes, and pretty much takes over, sets up his democracy, and make it seem that he just liberated the people from a tyrant. All right, Alexander was doing the same thing. Okay, he was making it seem as he was liberating the Babylonians, and he was liberating the Persians, and he was doing that, man. All right. So this is Brother Corner Wife, GMS, pray always, hope for elect, 2 Corinthians 11 and 13. For such are false apostles, deceitful workers, transforming themselves into the apostles of Hamashiach. You had Jake doing it at the time. Okay. But then you jump down to verse 14. All right. 2 Corinthians 11 and 14. And no marvel, for Satan himself, Esau Edom, man, the all right, the physical counterpart of Satan in the earth. For Satan himself is transformed into an angel of light. And when he comes with his democracy, he acts like as he's, liberated. When he came with Christianity, he acted like he was civilizing the world. Okay? As he was doing the world a favor. Okay? So he transformed himself like he's this angel of light. He has done that in the earth, man, and has influenced the earth into pure wickedness, man. Okay? Now, we just track Westernization back to what? Ancient Greece. All right? And when you go into prophecy, all right, it's the brother Maz Naim, servant of Yahweh and Yahweh Shai, or servant of Yahweh Shai. It said Numbers 24 and 20. It says, and when he looked on Amalek, he took up his parable and said, Amalek was the first of the nation, but his latter end shall be that he perish forever. Okay? Amalek, which Alexander, through his father Philip the Macedonian, back to Amalek through Haman, all right, and through Agag. You see that? So the Greeks came into power, were the first Edomite empire really to have dominion over other nations, okay, and influence over other nations. So Amalek was the first other nation through the Greeks, okay? But we're in the latter end where he's finna perish, man, okay? So Westernization is biblical. We're going into it, okay? So as we keep going, it says, if a brother can get that, there's no new thing under the sun, as well. Baba Kasha, the wide to you brothers, for adding to the screen. It says Westernization traces roots back to ancient Greece. Later, the Roman Empire, okay? And you look at ancient Rome, all right, it's pretty much the same territory of the EU today. Okay? And you look at, all right, the Western Roman Empire is pretty much the same, all right, nations, okay, of the EU today, showing you that this, all right, was what? Their head that was wounded to death but did live. It said later the Roman Empire took on the first process of Westernization as it was heavily influenced by Greece and created a new culture based on the principles and values of ancient Greek society. The Romans emerged with a culture that grew into a new Western identity based on Greco-Roman society. Okay? So pretty much Rome was like Greece on steroids, man, like the Greek Empire on steroids. Okay? Which spread itself throughout the earth. You see? The Roman Empire is like the peak, just as we always go into King David and King Solomon, being the peak of our sovereignty and dominion in the earth, where the Roman Empire, that Greco-Roman era of Esau, was the peak of his dominance in the earth. And this is what he wants to duplicate. Just as we prophesy how the Lord said he's going to do to us, he's going to rebuild us as of old. Okay? Going back to the era of King David and King Solomon, where Esau Edom, he wants to rebuild this Greco-Roman, well, he has built this Greco-Roman, okay, era. He has brought this back into play. And this is what he wants the world to worship. This way. This is the image. This is what he wants the earth to worship. Okay? It says, now you go in the Greco-Roman, it said the Greco-Roman civilization is understood by modern scholars and writers, includes the geographical regions and countries that culturally and so historically were directly and intimately influenced by the language, culture, government, and religion of the Greeks and Romans. Okay, and who was heavily influenced? Jake. This is why it's written there's neither Greek nor Jew, because of the influence of ancient Greece, okay, leading into the Roman Empire. And when Yahushua came into a Greco-Roman Empire. It was a Greco-Roman society when Yahushua was born. Okay? You have to understand these things, man. People try to separate the Bible from reality. This was going on. Yahushua was here. That's why he said, brothers can get that in St. John 14 and 30. Okay? Let's get this from the brother Kazak Bun Yahweh. Ecclesiastes 1 and 9. It says, the thing that have been, it is that which shall be, and that which is done is that which shall be done, and there is no new thing under the sun. And we're seeing the return of this Greco-Roman Empire, which is the image of the beast. Okay? Go to verse 10. All right, it's the brother Masnium, servant of Yahushua. Um, Ecclesiastes 1 and 10. Is there anything whereof it may be said, see, this is new? It have been already of old time, which was before us. Okay? It has already been before time, which was before us, man. It just with more technology now, man. Okay, we're living in the Greco-Roman era again with more technology, man. Okay, it's the brother Israelite seeking salvation. And this is a good precept. Um, Psalms 37:35 says, "I have seen the wicked in great power." Who is the wicked? Esau, Edom, and spreading himself like a green bay tree. He has influence, has spread throughout the earth. And what does a tree create? It creates a shadow. Well, and what does a tree block out? The sun. And what son do they want to block out? Yahweh Shai, the son of the Heavenly Father. Okay? So let's get this here. This is on St. John 14 and 30. It says, hereafter, I will not, this is Yahweh Shai speaking. It says, hereafter, I will not talk much with you, for the prince of this world cometh and have nothing in me. And the prince of that current world was the Roman Edomites. And Yahweh Shai looked and said that they have nothing in him. The philosophies, the culture, the society of the Greco-Roman Empire has nothing to do with what Yahweh Shai is going to bring to the earth, man. That's why as we come into this ministry, we have to become new creatures. Okay? We start detoxing from Westernization. As men and women of the faith, we have to detox from the Western way of thinking. If you have a thought process that clashes with the scriptures, that's a Western way of thinking. That's how you identify Westernization, if it clashes with what the scriptures say. Okay? And see, we've been brought up, so you have emotions that are attached, okay, to Westernizations, things instilled in us that was attached to Westernization that, okay, the scriptures cut. Okay? So let's go back into it. It said later the Roman Empire took on the first process of Westernization, all right, and it was heavily influenced by Greece and created a new culture based on the principles and valuables of ancient Greek society. The Romans emerged with a culture that grew into a new Western identity based on Greco-Roman society. Okay, Westernization can also be compared to acculturation or enculturation. Acculturation is the process of cultural and psychological change that takes place as a result of contact between cultural groups and their individual members. Okay, being mingled amongst the heathen. Even the scriptures say that we mingle amongst the heathen and learn their ways. The brother can post that in Psalms. Okay, we will mingle amongst the heathen all right, and have learned their ways. You see, come into contact with these heathens, all right, and that's why the Most High, when we was going into the Promised Land, He just wanted to eradicate them Hamites, man. Okay, He didn't want us to be a acculturation. All right, so you go into, let's see, acculturation. All right, acculturation is a process of social, psychological, and cultural change that stems from balancing of two cultures while adapting to the prevailing culture of the society. So whatever culture is in authority, that's the culture that the masses assimilate to. Okay, integration. You remember that whole integration thing? Well, that was to get you Jakes, okay, acculturated into the ways of Esau Edom, because hey, we was good before. That's why you had the Black Wall Streets, which there was many, you know, there was many, all right, different communities that Jake was thriving, and it was before the integration, man. Okay, because once our people started to really, even though we didn't have the understanding, okay, we did have some type of standard. Okay, we didn't have the mysteries of the Bible. Okay, we didn't fully get it, but there was a standard. There was, morals amongst our people. And what happened? We got integrated. That's why the whole MLK BS was a big psyops, one of the big psyops ever, to get Jake integrated into Greco-Roman culture, man. Okay, so let's get it. Let's read it again. It says, is a process of social, psychological, and cultural change that stems from the balancing of two cultures while adapting to the prevailing culture of society. Acculturation is a process in which an individual adapts, acquires, and adjusts to the new cultural environment. Okay? The new cultural environment. That's why our culture seems strange in this society. Because everyone has been acculturated, all right, to the beach, to the west, man. You know? That's why we're looked at as strange. You see? Let's get that in St. John 7:7. Okay. Mr. Brother Kazak. Okay. Kazak Bunny. Howard the Psalms 106, verses 3 and 4 said, they did not destroy the nations concerning whom the Lord commanded them. Jake didn't kill off, all right, those the nations that the Lord wanted Jake to kill off fully. It was some scragglers of them Hamites, and what did they do? But were mingled among the heathen and learned their works. Jake was what? Acculturated into the work of heathens, man. Okay? There's no new thing under the sun. All right? It says, and they served their idols, which were a snare unto them, man. All right? And one of the main idols of today is that sweet Jesus. Okay? Materialism, worship of self, queen of heaven. Okay? So this is your brother Majnium, servant of Yahushua, St. John 7:7. The world cannot hate you, and this is Yahushua speaking, but me it hateth, because I testify of it that the works thereof are evil. Okay? The Westernization is contrary to the righteousness of the scriptures. And that's why as we bring this word out, okay, this society is condemned and they're offended. Because the Bible calls this place out, man. Okay? So going back into it. All right, it says Westernization can also be compared to acculturation and enculturation. Acculturation is a process of cultural and psychological change that takes place as a result of contact between cultural groups and their individual members. After contact, Jake fought to, be in Esau's neighborhoods. And Jake, we had our own thing going, man. Jake had the music, the entertainment. Jake had, the scripts. We had our own thing going, man. Okay? Going back to that psyops of this nigga, okay, MLK, all right? Had Jake begging to go to school with these Edomites. Had our own school, man. Had our own newspapers, okay? Esau pushed it as if it was the thing to beg, like it was a great accomplishment to be in the same room with the goddamn devil, man. These Edomites, man. All right, that was a hell of a psyops, man. It says after contact, changes in cultural patterns are evident with one or both cultures. Specific to Westernization and the non-Western culture, foreign societies tend to adopt changes in their social systems relative to Western ideology, lifestyle, physical appearance. Okay, you see Elam over here looking goofy as hell. Okay, with them slacks and then them Under Armour shoes. Okay, and they're loose. All right, collar shirt, man. Okay, trying to look like who? You see the Moabite woman with blonde streaks in her hair. Okay, shopping at Roof's clothing store. The Edomite clothes, man. You see, it says along with numerous other aspects and shifts in cultural patterns can be seen to take root as a community becomes acculturated to Western customs and characteristics. In other words, westernized. Okay, westernized, man. Okay, and our people that's westernized, they're finished now. Okay, because westernization is going to lead to death. There's going to lead a lot of people nuked. Okay, because of westernization, man. All right, and I'm telling you, brothers, if a woman is westernized, all right, run like hell. Okay, you coming to to a woman that thinks, moves like an Edomite, man, run like hell. Okay, well, that's the rest of the article. If brothers want to read the rest of it, it's pretty informative, but let's go back to get this definition real quick, and then go to some precepts, and get some my brother got the definition. Here we go. All right, this is the brother Ash Okai Yasha Allah. All right, now this is going to Renaissance. It says a revival of or renewed interest in something. Okay, and what was their renewed interest? What? In setting up that Greco-Roman society. That's why the building is all. That's why the infrastructure is modeled off of what? Roman and Greek architecture, man. Philosophies are of what? Roman and Greek philosophies and cultures and ways. This is the image of the beast, man. This is the beast speaking. Okay? The Greco-Roman Empire is speaking, which means what's relevant in the earth. Okay? It has that influence. You see? So let's go here. All right, and the scriptures say that this man would do these things. When you go to matter of fact, let's get that in. And Habakkuk 1. All right. Now you had the modern Babylonians, which dominated, all right, over there in the east. Okay. But in the spirit, you have to remember America was what? The daughter of Babylon. And they will come in that same energy, man. Okay. Now this is Habakkuk 1 and 6. It said, for lo, I raise up the Chaldeans, that bitter and hasty nation, which shall march through the breadth of the land to possess the dwelling places that are not theirs. And hasn't this beast system done that? Going back to colonialism, okay, when pretty much all these European Edomite nations, all right, pretty much started to just conquer and divide the earth, man, amongst themselves, man. Okay, that's why you got Latin, Spanish speaking islands. All right, that was through the colonialism of Spain, colonialism of Spain. Okay, you got Haiti under the French influence, South America under the Spanish and Portugal influence. Okay, different parts of Africa under what, French, British, and mainly South Africa under British. Okay, even India. Okay, Elam is under the British, China under the British. Okay, what you have, colonialism, man. Okay, you had the saying, the Spanish Empire, the British Empire. When they was conquering, they were saying that the British Empire, where the sun never sets. Which means it was always, daylight somewhere. They owned, they had conquered and colonized so much land that it was always daylight somewhere within, all right, the British Empire, man. You see that? This is what they done. See, this is the Bible explaining what these people would do, what these Edomites would do within their power. It said they are terrible and dreadful. Their judgment and their dignity shall proceed of themselves. Yeah, they would justify themselves in what they was doing. And they use Christianity really as a justification, as if they were civilizing the earth from, turning people from savages to Christian. That was the main way that they will justify themselves in what they're doing. The doctrine of discovery, okay? And it says their horses, which are military, are swifter than leopards, right? And are more fierce than the evening wolves, and their horsemen shall spread themselves, their military, or have not their military spread themselves throughout the earth? Okay? Because all these military bases, American military bases, NATO military bases, are nothing but garrisons, okay? To what? To oversee the places that they've conquered. It says, and their horsemen shall come from far, they shall fly as the eagle that hasteth to eat. Okay, it shall fly as the eagle that hasteth to eat. They shall come all for violence. Their faces shall sop up the east wind, and they shall gather the captivity as the sand. Okay? They've dominated the earth. Okay? Westernization means what? You've been conquered. Okay? It says, and they shall scoff at kings, and princes shall be a scorn unto them. They just drop nukes on Amen. Okay? You see? They just scoff at these little nations, man, and just come and have their way. Okay? These little nations have been a joke to the Edomite within his power, within his blessings, man. These nations have been a joke, man. That's why he just has his way with them. Okay? They shall deride every stronghold. They shall heap up dust, confusion. And that's a part of Westernization, is pushing confusion. Okay? And take it. Okay? And this is where we are now. Then shall his mind change. Okay? And he shall pass over and offend, imputing this power unto his God. See, these elites ain't dealing with no Christianity, man. The World Economic Forum ain't bringing no Bible out. Okay? They done with Christianity. Okay? They done use Christianity to spread Westernization as this liberal and great and holy thing. Okay? Now they're done with the Bible. Now they're imputing his power unto Satan. Now he's bringing out Satanism. That's why you see so much anti-Messiah talk coming from the World Economic Forum, man. Okay? And now he wants to say, no, Satan is the reason for all this. Okay? In God we trust. They were speaking to Satan, man. Okay? So going from there, Get Revelation 13. All right. Let's get Revelation 13. All right, we started at 1. Revelation 13 and 1, it says, "And I stood upon the sand of the sea, and saw a beast rise up out of the sea, having 7 heads, okay, and 10 horns." Okay. This is the Edomite power structures. All right. They have run the earth and are currently running the earth, man. Okay. Those 7 heads. You have the Greeks, the Romans, Germanium Major, Germanium Minor, the Spanish, the French, and the British. Okay. It was America came out of Britain. You know, those 10 horns are those vassals. Okay. There was a line, all right, with this beast, man, with the dragon. And today is the EU. You know, you had those 10 families that was aligned with the ancient pagan Roman Empire. Okay. Well, now you have these 10 nations, these EU nations. Okay. And it is more now, but we know that it began with those 10. Okay. It says, "Upon his horns, 10 crowns, and upon his heads, the name of blasphemy." Okay. And part of that blasphemy was that plantation Christianity, man, covering up the faces of the judges thereof. Okay. And it says, "And the beast which I saw was like unto a leopard," which goes back to Alexander, the Greek empire, which was the first of the nations, the first of these Edomites that have influence over other nations, man. And his feet were the feet of a bear, all right, because the feet represents the end of a thing. And remember, they're going to deceive the nation, but it's going to lead to what? Gog and Magog, which is Russia, the bear, okay, in this Third World War. It says that his mouth is the mouth of the lion, okay, or you get the elites, the London, out of London, okay, which is the mouthpiece of this beast system, okay. And the dragon gave him his power. That ancient pagan Roman Empire has been revived, and these elites, okay, have financed it, man. All right. It says, "In his seat and great authority. And I saw one of his heads as it were wounded to death." Okay, that Roman Empire. You see? And his daily wound was healed. The Renaissance. All right. And all the world wondered after the beast. Westernization. Okay. They're wondering after the beast through Westernization, man. Through the culture. Okay. Verse 4 says, "And they worshiped the dragon which gave power unto the beast." Because pretty much when you live a culture, a westernized culture, when you engulfed in westernized thought, okay, you're worshiping the beast. You're worshiping the ancient pagan, the Greco-Roman way, which is going to cause you to do what? Take the MOTB, okay, the device of the beast, okay, which is the sea hip. And they worship the beast, saying, "Who is like unto the beast, who is able to make war with him?" Now you got people, as Eliasha Woman did the video, who can make war with the beast. I did a response. But you have, you don't have to verbally say it, but the way you live. Okay, here it is. If you live this westernized lifestyle, you're a mo, okay, you're, feminist, you just, or just a degenerate nigga in the earth, doing as thou wilt, in this beast mindset, okay, you're pretty much saying like this way is gonna continue. Like this, I'm good. There's no consequence for this. Okay? You're like, hell, this society, I'm protected. Like this society upholds Father. I'm good. Like there's no other, but people don't understand. Like this is why Yahweh Shai is gonna come from another realm and wage war against this place, man. That's who's gonna make war with the beast. Okay? Verse 5, and said, "There was given unto him a mouth speaking great things and blasphemies, and power was given unto him to continue 42 months." Okay, so he was, remember, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. All right, and he has a time to rule that little season. It says, and he opened his mouth in blasphemy against the Most High. Okay, and we seen a lot of that lately. You know, him trying to change a man into a woman. Okay, there's him boasting against the Most High. Him putting himself as the Most High. That's blasphemy, man. Him lying on the narrative of the Bible. That's blasphemy, man. Okay? Him trying to accomplish this new world order under Satan. This is blasphemy, man. Okay? It said to blaspheme his name and his tabernacle and them that dwell, okay, in the heaven. He won't, you know, he has painted the angels, you know, after his image, man. You see? Let's get this word blasphemy real quick. In the Greek.
Strong's G 988, blasphemia. Blasphemia.
All right, blasphemia in the Greek. Okay. It says a slander, detraction, okay, speech injurious to another's name. Okay? Speech injurious or causing injury to another's good name. Okay? And doesn't he push as if the Most High is old fashioned and played out and, you know, a tyrant? Okay? Doesn't he push as if he has a better way? Doesn't he try to take away, you know, from you know, going to detraction? Doesn't he try to take away as if he's creating everything and the Most High, you know, like he's got it from here on out, like his technology is operating outside of the Most High. You know, he tries to, you know, minimize the Most High. You know, this is what this man is doing right now, real time. This is how we know we're within this beast system and who's, all right, the wicked. Okay? Let me see. See, let's just get it. Let me see. You find your guy. All right. Let's see if we can find something with this guy, you know, because he, this fella here is off the chain, man. Let's see.
So do you believe in God?
No.
Okay, so you don't believe in God.
You know, the word is problematic. There are two kinds of gods in the world. And people tend to mix them. There is one God, the mystery God, about which we know nothing. The characteristic of this God is that he is mysterious, and humans can't understand and can't say anything about this God. And people ask, I mean, who started the Big Bang? Or how did life start? And all the things that science doesn't know, people say, oh, this is God. And this is a mysterious God. The chief characteristic of the mysterious God is that we know nothing about him or her or it, and I'm perfectly happy with this God. Then there is a completely opposite kind of God, the concrete lawgiver God. And about this God, we know far too much. We know exactly what this God thinks about female fashion, about human sexuality, about vote on elections, everything. And it's like a magic trick that you have a magician that tries to fool you, shows you one card, and then you don't notice it changes the card to some other card. So it's the same with God. When you ask people about God, they say, oh, it's a big mystery, it's a big mystery, and we don't know, and science can't explain this and that. Okay. And somehow they then switch gods and say, and because of this, women should put a hat on their head, and two men shouldn't have sex with one another, and you should vote for this party or that party. And this is the dangerous trick. And this is the God in which I don't believe. I think that if there is a force, if there is a force responsible for the great mystery of life and the universe and the black holes and the galaxies, I don't think he really cares about female dress code.
Is this the purpose of life,
Is this the purpose of life?
as you see it?
I think the key to a good life is to be able to observe reality as it is. To really what is the truth about myself and about the world without running away to all kinds of fantasies and stories and fictions. And I think if you can observe to some degree reality as it is, you won't just be a much better person, but you'll probably be a much more peaceful and happy person, because the deep source of so much of our personal and collective problems is in the fantasies that we create, and then we mistake them for reality, and then we try to impose them on reality, and we get extremely upset when it doesn't work, when reality doesn't conform to our favorite fantasy.
Create a professional logo. Just go to Wix.
There, there you have it. All right. This man is off the chain. Okay. And he's just a spokesman of how the elites think. Okay. He's just a spokesman. So they're fulfilling, okay, they're fulfilling what the Bible says they will be doing. Okay. They're boasting, this is blasphemy against Yahweh Shema Shai. Revelation 13:6. And he opened his mouth in blasphemy against the Most High to blaspheme his name and his tabernacle and them that dwell in heaven. It's a joke. And you got them Edomites laughing and playing. Okay. That's why all these heathens going in captivity, man. You right here kiki and giggling with the damn devil. Your ass is going in captivity, man. You Edomites, all you heathens, man. Okay, and see the earth, all right, through Esau, Edom looks at the Most High as a joke. They look at Yahweh Shai as a joke. Okay, and that's why this is gonna be the worst time ever, because hey, our power's going to make statements in the earth, man. Okay, it says, and it was given unto him to make war with the saints and to overcome them. Okay. That's why you had, that's how we went into captivity with prisoners of war. And power was given him over all kindreds, tongues, and nations. Okay. And it was spread through what? Westernization. And all that dwell upon the earth shall worship him whose names are not written in the book of life of the Lamb slain from the foundation of the earth. So everyone outside the elect will worship and marvel and wonder after the beast, man. That's why the scriptures say we have been pulled from darkness, because Westernization is darkness, man. Okay, and it leads to all type of freakism, abomination, and acceptance of wickedness, man. Okay, but we've been pulled from there and brought into the light. Okay, through what? The sacrifice of Yahweh Shai, which was slain from the foundation of the world, which it was already set up. Yahweh Shai will eventually have to be that sacrifice, all right, for the elect, predestined. Just as the elect was predestined, that sacrifice was predestined, which was Yahweh Shai. You know, that's why the Heavenly Father didn't answer Yahweh Shai when he was asking for another way. All right, it was already discussed. Okay, now the scriptures go here. It says, any man have an ear. You know, John is putting this out here. Okay, remember, John is seeing this vision, but then he goes into this. All right, just a reminder. If any man have an ear, let him hear. He that lead into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and faith of the saints. So eventually, this man is going to go into captivity, man. This man has done all this blasphemy and boasting and rebellion. Okay, he's walking himself into captivity, man. Okay. Verse 11, it says, not beheld, and it's going to go back, all right, into this beast. You know, it was just a little note, a little side note that, hey, this nigga going to captivity, man. Okay. You know, like, hey, like the spirit had John to pause just to say, hey, this nigga going to captivity, man. And he going to be killed with the sword, man. You know? Then it goes back into the beast. And it says, and I beheld another beast coming out of the earth, and he had two horns like a lamb, and he spake as a dragon. And he exercised all the power of the first beast. And see, this is where you get your two political party system, okay, Democrat and Republican, okay, of today. You see? And they speak as a lamb as if they're, here for salvation. They're here to save the masses, okay, from the oppression. Okay, but now we come to a time where it's going to lead to him speaking as a dragon. He's going to get real draconian, man. And that's why you have council culture. See, council culture is going to lead to draconian culture. Well, they ain't just going to be cutting your screen. No, they're going to be cutting. They're going to be cutting you. Okay, they're going to be getting rid of you. They really going to be canceling, man. Okay. It says he exercised all the power of the first beast before him, their pagan Roman Empire, which their pagan Roman Empire would go in and intervene with governments of other nations, and they would set up puppets. Okay, that's how Pilate was set up over Judea. That's how Herod was set up over Judea. The Roman Empire did that. Esau exercised their authority today. They'll go in and conquer a nation and set up what? A puppet. Okay, so we're seeing America exercise, America and NATO, the EU, this whole beast system, they're exercising the authority of their first beast, pagan Roman Empire, and causes the earth and them which dwell therein to worship the first beast. That's why this society is ran by Greco-Roman culture, Greco-Roman philosophy, Greco-Roman law, Greco-Roman gods. Okay, when you celebrate these holidays, you're celebrating Greco-Roman gods. Okay, Saturnalia going into Christmas. All right, Janus. All right, the god of the new year. You go to January, Cupid. Okay, these are Roman gods. Valentine coming up. These are Roman deities. These are Greco-Roman deities that people are worshiping. You're reverencing it. You're participating in idolatry of this beast system, whose deadly wound was healed. Okay, going back to the Renaissance, and he doeth great wonders, so that he maketh fire come down from heaven, all right, on the earth in the sight of men, which he has done through his air force. Okay, he dropped those bombs on Hiroshima and Nagasaki. Okay, And he's constantly doing it what? Through his Air Force now. You know, now he has direct energy weapons, man. Okay, he shoot lasers from satellites, man. Okay, and he's doing it in the sight of men. It says that deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast. Okay, and this man through his technology, these are miracles, man. Okay, the simple things that we look at as normal, these are really miracles. Imagine if you took these things back into the ancient world and you could FaceTime, okay, or you can send money through a cash app, okay, or you have flying vehicles. You see, now he has technology where he can he has stem surgery, all these different things, okay, all different surgeries, and these are miracles that have people wandering after the beast, man. It says, saying to them that dwell on the earth that they should make an image to this beast, which had the wound by the sword and did live. And people have been what? Acculturated into Greco-Roman culture, man, which is the image of the beast. Okay, and this plantation Christianity is within that. Okay, it says, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, and these elites, okay, will say they finance, okay, the Renaissance era, they finance the captivity, the transatlantic slave trade, okay, they finance the industrial revolution, okay, giving what? Life to the image of the beast, man. It said that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. And that's why you had them going after Saddam when he tried to leave the economic, structure of the beast, which was the Federal Reserve currency, which is the dollar. Okay, he tried to put his, he tried to put Iran, Saddam tried to put his the not Iran, Iraq. Okay, so Don tried to put the Iraq oil, all right, Iraqi oil, on the market for gold, and that was the end of that man. Okay, Omar Gaddafi, he tried to, you know, come with a gold currency, the dinar. Okay, which they said that would have destroyed the dollar. Okay, which is the what? The economic sector of the beast. Okay, and what happened? They were through. They, these leaders that don't want to worship the image, they be out there. JFK, he tried to go, back to dollar by silver, out of there. Okay, it says, and cause as many would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. And see, now it's come to a time where the average person is going to have to worship the image of the beast. Okay, and and bend the knee. And how he's going to do it? Here we go, Revelation 13 and 16. It's what all roads leading to, man. And he causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a charagma in their right hand or in their forehead. So let's get into this word. All right. You see? And this is this is what he wants to, this is what the beast is doing. As we understand what the beast is and how it came into play, this is the next move for the beast, man. Okay? Okay. So you go into the word charagma in the Greek. Okay. It says a stamp and imprinted mark. All right. It says thin carved, sculpture, or graven work. Thin carved. Okay. As a badge of servitude. Okay. So what other way to show your servitude to the beast than to take this device which plugs you in, okay, more and more to the beast. Okay. Let's get this. All right. Now you go to the root word karax. It said from Carasso to sharpen to a point. Okay, to sharpen to a point. It says a pale or stake, a palisade. All right, and the way that they're gonna put the device in you is it has to impale you, man. Okay, it has to impale you. Hey, you see? Let's see. Let me get it.
RFID, or radio, is a technology in a different way by embedding a transmitter in the hand. At SparkFun, we sell a wide array of RFID products, including multiple kinds of readers and a variety of tags, including the glass capsule tag. But it is important to note that the tags I'm going to use in the procedure we're about to show you are not the tags that we sell on SparkFun.com. I bought my tags pre-sterilized in an injection assembly from a company called DangerousThings.com. And as the name implies, they are in fact a dangerous thing. Anytime that you open the skin and insert a foreign body, then you're introducing the risk of infection and injury. So do not do this at home unless you have carefully considered the risks and you're working with an experienced piercing professional. So without further ado, let's get weird. The first thing that I'm going to do is prepare the area for the procedure by laying down a nice sterile mat. That way I can open sterile instruments and lay them down without risk of contamination. Now with Prevantix PDI, I'm going to prepare the injection site. It kills bacteria and reduces the risk of infection. Now with a sterile surgical pen, I'm going to measure and mark the metacarpal bone of the index finger. Trace that bone down to the trapezoid bone, which is where that bone connects with your thumb, and basically draw a line there. Now, I'm not actually drawing a line because I can kind of clearly see my metacarpal bone, but I want to mark the midway point between my knuckle and the trapezoid. Next, I'm going to abduct my thumb, basically pull my thumb up against my index finger so that the triangular area of my hand here makes a hump shape. And I want to follow the line that I've just drawn at the midpoint of my metacarpal bone out to the top of that hump and put a dot there. That should be the location where my tag rests. Now I'm going to go ahead and make a mark where I'm going to inject the transponder, and that mark should be a couple millimeters, maybe more than a centimeter, up from the injection site, sort of closer to the knuckle of the index finger. Now I can unpackage the injection assembly. You want to make sure to remove the safety clip from the plunger of the injection assembly. If you don't do this now, it's going to be really hard to do once the needle is actually in your hand. Before I actually make the injection, I need to roll and tent the skin in the area where the tag's going to sit. This dislodges large blood vessels from the muscle tissue. Now, keeping the injection assembly parallel to my index finger, I'm going to go ahead and apply slow and steady pressure and push the needle through the dermis so that it's resting in between the layers of the dermis and the fascia. Once the needle has made its way back to the central mark where I want to cast, I'm going to
That's the Carax. You see, that's the Carax, man. You see? Let's get the definition of Carax. It says to sharpen to a point. Okay? And you go down into the scrolls. Okay? It says a stake. All right? To sharpen to a point, a stake, a palisade. Okay. That's the palisade or the stake that's going in you, the Karaks, man. You see? It's plain as day. If brother can get that in Sirach 37, okay? So they're gonna insert the Karagma with the Karaks. Okay, it's gonna be a badge of your servitude, okay, to this beast. Okay, it's the MOTB. And John seen how it was being put in. Okay? As the brother said. Because they say, well, the mark of beast is sin. Well, the way that they're gonna implement this device, this is sin. So you're not gonna tell the people to stay away from this device? It said this Leviticus 19:28. It said, ye shall not make any cuttings in your flesh. Is this not a cutting in the flesh, as you can see on the screen? Okay. For the dead, nor print any marks upon you. I am the Lord Yahweh. Okay. You see that? This man wants to be in you. This is what Esau wants. This is the Karagma being inserted by the Karaks. Okay. That's your ultimate. Okay. That's the ultimate way the society is going to pay homage to the beast, man. With this. Okay, that's going to fully link you with the beast, man. Okay. And if you worship the beast, you're gonna want to be back, and you're gonna want to save your life, man. It says he calls it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a charagma in their right hand or in their foreheads, that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the charagma, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Okay, and this is gonna be his way. This man putting his name on you. Okay, by going into you, by penetrating you. Okay, a man, all right, when he penetrates a woman, according to our culture, he has just put his name on that woman. Okay, he has just put his name on that woman. You see, Esau wants to penetrate you with his technology and put his energy on you, put his name on you, his authority on you. Okay, and this is where we at. So, yeah, brother can post that Sirach 39:24. All right, we'll end it there. You see? This is the brother Kazak Bun Yahweh, Sirach 37:8 said, beware of a counselor, and know before what need he have, for he will counsel for himself, lest he cast the lot upon thee. Okay? And Esau is going to counsel people into taking this thing as if this is the way, because he's going to do this in the midst of chaos. And this is going to be a solution. This is going to be a pseudo salvation. Is all right. The Karagma, man. Okay, but it is what it is. If you can see it or you can't, you know. There's a brother, Nathan Yawasop too. Hey, Shalom, how about Shema Shabrakata? Hope to see you again soon, brother. That is the brother Nathan Yawasop too. It's Sirach 39:24 says that his ways are plain unto the holy, so are they stumbling blocks unto the wicked. So it's plain to us what this device is, man, what the MOTB is. Okay? What the stumbling blocks to the wicked, you know? So to Wali, how about Shema Shai for allowing us to see, man, for allowing us to be in this light, man, to plainly see what's going on, you know? But that's the point, you know, Lord will, you brothers, all right? And you few sisters were edified once again. And give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Kakadash. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders of GMS who rule well, teach well, being great examples to our younger brothers, and peace and blessing salutations to the hopeful elect. Shalom.